Hello, and welcome back to episode 3.
We made it to 3!
We made it to 3 of the ShElite showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, Katie Baby.
Baby!
Thank you.
I'm like, I gotta keep up with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost been a year, so we gotta keep it up as much
kind
as
of
we
a
can.
requirement now.
It's in the contract, actually. I made her sign.
Yeah.
She had to legally do that.
Or else I'm released and have a 90-day clause. I can't go to any other podcast for 90 days.
90 days. There's no... excuse me. There's no... messing up of paperwork or forgetting. Nah, 90 days.
Yeah, it's not 30, it's 90.
It's 90. But join with me, of course, is my lovely co-host, the hangman to my Adam Cole. If you don't understand, exactly, you don't understand, you can also listen to last week's episode. One of the nicest people I have unofficially met, but not met.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really make sense. Met online. We've been friends for over a year now. Thank you, Jaylee.
I know, right? Shout out to Jaylee.
The girl who sent me a birthday shirt a week and a half before my birthday, but it was meant with love, Miss Y2 Garcia, Savannah. How are you doing, honey?
I'm doing good, and I really like these long intros. Every time you've had a long intro for me, and I love it.
I mean, it's only fair.
And it's always you're always so nice. I'm like, no one ever so nice to me like this.
I had a request. Here is Adam Cole. He's over here.
Hi, Adam.
He stays over here. He's not in frame right now because of how I have everything cropped. But he's here, don't worry. He's always here in spirit.
Yes, he is.
But how was your weekend? How was your week? I haven't seen you in a week.
I know it was good. I was out all of Saturday last week. I'm gonna be out all of Saturday again this week. I'm like, when did I become such like someone with plans? You know, I used to be the one who just always stayed home. And I'm trying not to cough again.
Please don't die on stream.
I'm trying not to. I'm sorry. I took a sip of sparkling water before we started recording, and I almost killed myself with it. So that's what's wrong with me.
Ay, Dios mío.
I'm like,
are you sure you're Savannah and not Kevin? Am I working with Kevin again? What's going on here?
No, I don't have a vape on me.
But you did go to the water park, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
That was fun.
And I did not get tan at all. I got sunburned a little, but I don't tan.
That's okay.
I'm probably the only Hispanic person alive who doesn't tan.
I didn't say that, she did. I'm just saying.
I know, and it's true. I'm not making fun of them. I'm just making fun of myself.
Oh, you're great.
I'm like, as one, it's usually a lot easier to tan. Just not for me.
I'm just very Italian, so...
No, I get you. You gotta kind of walk on eggshells online.
Yeah, so, like, I just got back from the beach. I was gone for 5 days. I literally landed 3 hours ago.
Props to you. Normally when I get home, I just want to go to bed or just lay down.
You know, I really wanted to, but I had to finish creating the outline for the show today. There's a lot of matches. Thank you so much. Give me my flowers. Thank you so much. But it was fun. I was telling Savannah before we started recording that I didn't actually watch the wrestling because I wasn't with my family. If I was, I could have snuck away. Whatever. That's what...
For me, it's the opposite. I'm sorry for interrupting, but for me, it's the opposite. If I'm with my family, I can't watch, but when I'm with others, I'm like, I gotta go do something. Like, okay, and I'm like, bye.
See, I normally would, but it was my friend's family. They don't...
Oh.
I, like, briefly brought up I did a wrestling podcast. I was like, this is a conversation I do not want to have currently because I'm trying to stay away from all of that for 5 days. That clearly didn't work because I was acting in all of the chats. But it's fine. It's fine. You know, we go back to the grind. Back to the grind. Vacation, grind. My birthday next week, we're grinding out a show.
I was about to say that everyone watching is cordially invited to Katie's birthday celebration next week. Ooh. Wear your party stuff. Katie's gonna wear the biggest sash I've ever seen.
Nope.
This is my fucking birthday.
It's not.
It's all about
not
me.
Doing that. That is false.
Okay, well, yeah, at least wear the shirt I got you next week.
I can do that.
Your birthday?
I can do
Alright.
that.
I can compromise, so there you go. I'll wear the giant goofy birthday hat for you, though.
Perfect. So if you want to watch that, youtube.com/smackdrawpodcast, we have episodes 1 and 2 up, and I will have the highlight of episode 2 up as well when this goes up. I think I'll do them both tonight, so they'll be up in the morning. If you like to listen to the podcast, we are available on every streaming audio device, website, app, whatever there is. There's so many. I don't even know anymore.
You can listen to a podcast on it. We're most likely there.
That's what we like to hear. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Or you can follow the show. Well, you should follow us on twitch.tv/smackdrawpodcast. Get and follow. Throw us a sub if you'd like.
It took me to episode 1 to finally follow.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. It took her that long.
Okay, in my defense, when I would watch you guys, you were on Putting You Over. So now that we're doing it on Smack Drop Podcast, I was like, okay, now I need to follow.
Well, we do still have stuff on Putting You Over, so that's twitch.tv/puttingyouover. That's
but
where...
for us specifically, it's here.
Yeah, for ShElite Showcase, that is Smack Draw Podcast, Twitch.
Exactly.
We have a Patreon, patreon.com/smackdrawpodcast. You can subscribe to tiers, get stickers. I know Kyle's trying to make new stickers because we have a new logo. We have the ShElite one. We kind of revamped everything. That's what I was trying to think of. And we're also in the process of trying to get merch that we can just like have, so you don't have to do the $25 tier to get the shirt and a shout out for the month. There's a lot of working parts still in progress. Bear with us, but we are revamped. We are ready to go. This upcoming Saturday is I forget the name of it already. Oh my god, I'm awful. Bama, the newest addition to Smack Draw Podcast family. His show, Check Your Temperature. It's gonna be you and Kyle.
Actually, I was gonna get to that. I'm most likely not gonna be able to make it. I'm gonna be out all of Saturday, and I'm trying to. It's because they don't give me a time. I'm gonna be out early in the morning, and I don't know when I'm gonna be back home. If I'm able to get back home, I don't know if, again, I feel bad for doing this to Bama. I'm not going to do this, but if he's willing to let me hop on at the last minute, if I'm able to get home in time, then I'll do it. But for sure, as of now, I'm not going to be able to. Which I'm very sad about, but I mean, it's a prior commitment that I committed to.
that's the thing. Like, he asked me as well, and I was like, well, it's my niece's birthday. I can't miss that. I'm going to be gone all day. Because then I have to go to a festival afterwards with my other nieces, so like it's but it's still gonna be a great show. Check it out. I believe it'll be on this Twitch. I'm looking for Kyle in the chat to confirm that for me.
Kyle's booing us.
He's booing us because we're not gonna be on.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for Kyle, do you know what's gonna be on the podcast, or is that something we're gonna find out as?
So for Check Your Temperature, it's gonna be Money in the Bank related for this one. It'll be on Putting You Over's Twitch. Thank you, Kyle.
Okay, see.
So it'll be just the whole event of Money in the Bank. To my knowledge, you can always hit up Bama and figure out details.
Yeah. Again, I really wish I could make it, because again, it's not only the first episode, but it is about one of my favorite pay-per-views in all of wrestling, Money in the Bank. After the Royal Rumble, it probably has to be Money in the Bank, because I love the concept. I love the Money in the Bank matches, so I'm a little upset that I can't make it, but...
Yeah, I mean, I've had, like, these next few days are so busy for me. Like, I literally go back to work tomorrow. I have my niece's birthday party on Saturday. Sunday, I think Sunday's the pay-per-view. And then Monday night, I believe, I want to, like, speak into existence, make sure it's happening. I believe Matt, myself, and Reek from the Havoc Hour and Young Kings Wrestling are going to be doing the Friday the 13th. I think we're recording that finally, but we'll have it out next month. I
Nice.
believe I'm kind of just speaking into existence because I binge watched those movies for this reason. Like I finished them all. Like they're all done. That's what I did when I had time. But enough of everything else that's going on. Let's talk about some news and rumors because we've been rambling for 10 minutes and I apologize. Warren Hayes may be filling in for you, Savannah, so it'll all be good. Thank you, Kyle. Some news and rumors that have happened this past week. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. I don't think I'm pronouncing anything right. Sadly passed away on Monday.
Yeah.
I do not have a soundboard like TC, so I can't do like a 10-bell salute. But people were mad that Monday Night Raw didn't do it. However, it was taped. So that happened. So, like, the show was taped.
It was taped, and then he unfortunately, because it's easy to just bring up the graphic and then just put it there.
Exactly, which is why they did that.
Maybe at Money in the Bank they'll do it.
They might.
It live?
Money in the Bank will be live, yeah.
And it'll be with the crowd. I feel like it would be kind of appropriate.
If anything, they'll do it SmackDown because SmackDown is the first one that has fans. So when this is out,
I really hope so.
Fans.
I'm like, if we don't get anything on SmackDown, or at least if they're waiting for Money in the Bank, fine. But come on, you gotta do something.
You would think they would, but sometimes they don't for people, and it kind of sucks.
I feel like they've stopped. They've kind of stopped. Like,
I think it really depends on the person. I think, which is so shitty.
When was the last time they did like a whole 10-bell salute and stuff? Because maybe it's because this is my birthday twin. But the last one I remember where they actually did the 10-bell salute and they had like a big like video thing for them was Roddy Piper. That was in 2015.
They've done plenty after the fact. I just don't know the most recent one.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know that I'm pretty sure there's some after that, but that's just the one that I remember because it hit pretty hard when Roddy Piper passed away.
Yeah.
It was really sad. I'm not gonna cry now.
Don't cry. Not right now.
It hurts a little different because he is my birthday twin, so it was pretty sad when he passed away. I'm like, no one's my birthday.
I share a birthday with Shawn Michaels, but that's neither here nor there.
That's fucking cool though. That's fucking
So Shawn Michaels' birthday is also next Thursday, in case anyone was wondering.
I'll wear a Shawn Michaels shirt then.
Perfect. That's all we need. Yeah. What else happened? Brock Lesnar has a ponytail, and people are losing their fucking minds. Let's be real here.
This is what breaks the wrestling internet.
Yeah. On some happier news, Brock Lesnar has a ponytail and is appearing on some bearded butcher show on YouTube, I think, or on TV. I don't actually know.
He's definitely aged, to say the least. Is it just me, or does he look older?
Yeah.
He looked like I mean, obviously he is older, but like he definitely.
It's because he kept his facial hair. He's got a ponytail now.
I saw something that was posted. This is about news and rumors. Literally like when we were before streaming, like while we were just talking amongst ourselves, I saw this. Okay. So I don't know if I can go ahead and say that Becky Lynch apparently is supposed to be at Money in the Bank. I don't know if it was confirmed.
that is a very large rumor as of right now. I didn't write that down, but that's one of the biggest rumors, especially because Money in the Bank is in front of a crowd. Becky's clearly yearning to go. She's been posting.
She looks phenomenal.
She looks so good for just having a baby. Like, shout out to Becky Lynch immediately.
I know on one of her posts, I know Amanda Huber, she had said, she's like, your body is mom body goals. I'm like, I know.
It really is. Like, shout out to any mom who can just go straight back into working out like that.
Well, Maris, she was like 3 months post birth, and she was doing Hell in a Cell against Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
Oh my god, that's right. Shout out to the moms. Let's go.
I know. I'm like Maris. I love you, Maris. Maris is. I love Miz and Maris. Miz and Mrs. is like one of my go-to reality shows.
What else? Tegan and Shotzi and Toni Storm got moved up. I'm putting it in air quotes for those listening. Got bumped up to SmackDown, and Mandy Rose got bumped down, quote unquote, down to NXT.
Now, I know some people say, oh sorry, I feel so bad. I'm interrupting a lot this episode.
It's fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't know why people say bumped down anymore. I feel like it's just moved to NXT.
It's all the same playing field. It's old terminology that needs to go away. Like, you're not
Yeah.
moving up, you're moving to the side.
Yeah, like,
You're,
I know.
if anything, you're moving lower if you go from NXT to another show, because NXT is superior.
Because, like, I know when AEW was kind of first starting, Kenny was talking about, like, NXT being developmental talent, and I know people got pissed at him for that. I was kind of upset at him too, because I'm like, NXT has some of the best product in WWE,
True.
Developmental or not, you know, like,
quote unquote developmental.
Yeah, so I was like, Kenny, you don't fucking call him that, okay? Like don't.
I will throw hands with Kenneth. Don't be talking shit on NXT like that. They're not developmental. In the beginning, yes, they were.
Or the very beginning, but like after, when you get on TV, how would you call that developmental talent? Like,
exactly,
you're on TV.
It's that's a whole nother conversation we can have a nice long show on. We'll just move on to the last bit of news that I've heard from multiple sources, one of them being Matt Ritter. Goldberg is supposed to be coming back, and you know, I have stated numerous times that Oldberg does not need to come back, and the fact that he might be coming back for Lashley. No, don't put that evil out there, first and foremost. Second of all, I also despise Brock Lesnar. This is also a known fact. If Brock were to come back, it has to be against Lashley. That's the only way I will accept that.
Yeah, that's true.
Shotzi, like, Tegan, and Tony didn't get traded. They got called up. That is why NXT still looked that way. Thank you. That makes more sense. That's good phrasing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goldberg might be coming back, and I hate everything.
I thought he would at least be done after losing to McIntyre. Like, that was so dumb. That match was like 5 minutes. I'm like, that's how you're gonna welcome back your crowds. That's how you're gonna welcome back your crowds.
No, because these motherfuckers are teasing it for SummerSlam. If you bring Oldberg out to SummerSlam while I am there in Vegas trying to enjoy the show, someone's catching hands. Nobody wants that.
I'll be your punching bag in spirit, Katie.
I'm gonna pull a Billy Kay and just start punching the air.
Yeah.
Start mosh pitting in the air. That just makes me mad.
Like, why? That's all I gotta ask is why.
Money. That's money. He's money and a draw. Putting it in quotes, a draw.
But like, I wonder why people think like, or at least management thinks like, this is a good idea. Like, people think he's gonna bring in money. Like, for some people maybe, but I feel like the majority of people don't want him back. They're like, no, like, why is this happening? You have so much younger talent in their prime who have so much potential that you're not using. But no, bring back this has-been that
would only be back for a match, unless they do the stupid shit like they normally do and put the title on him. And if they put the title on him, I am boycotting because I can't handle that. I can't.
And not just that, but it's like, it's kind of like, it's a lose-lose, because it's like, if they bring him back, he loses. What's the point of bringing him back? If they bring him back, he wins. Everyone's gonna fucking hate it. So it's a lose-lose.
It's 100% a lose-lose.
There's no winning with Goldberg.
Oldberg.
Better fucking lose.
Oldberg.
Don't start with the chants.
No, it's okay. That's for a later time. Well, that's a later question we have. I love the idea of Goldberg and Brock being back as long as it is in a meaningful feud. No need for belt. I understand that. Which, like, again, that's kind of why I'd be okay with him and Lesnar and Lashley. Let me specify. Yes, it'll probably be for the belt, but Lashley has been wanting this match.
Yeah. For Goldberg, at least. The only thing that may, and this is very, very big maybe, that might be the thing that, like, makes me, like, I guess so, okay, is if whatever match he does, belt or not, if the Fiend comes back and fucking terrorizes him for taking the belt from him in Saudi Arabia. That's the only thing that might make me like, okay, I think I'll be on board with this. But like, the Fiend coming back, he's been gone for a while, and imagine if he comes back to fuck with Goldberg because he's the one who took the belt from him. In probably one of the big, I don't know what upset the fans more, Goldberg taking the belt from the Fiend or that horrendous. Well, actually, there was 2 horrendous Hell in a Cell ending matches, but I think the one with Rollins and the Fiend got more backlash because they started chanting AEW. You knew they fucked up when they.
Why you gotta bring up bad memories, Savannah? I'm in a good mood right now.
I'm just saying that's it's a good reason to bring the Fiend back also. And if you want to do shit with Goldberg, maybe have him in a feud with the Fiend. So there doesn't have to be a belt involved, and there's a reason to have a feud.
That's true. I just don't want Goldberg back.
Can kick his ass.
That's fair. It's not for quote unquote fans, it's to get people who aren't watching to come back because it's the name they know. That's also a good way to look at it.
That is actually, it's a good strategy.
Matt's a smart man.
Yeah, Matt is. I'm like Matt thinks of things that like I wouldn't even be half as smart to think of.
You're a smart kid, Savannah. Don't sell yourself short. But let's move on. No more Oldberg Brock talk. No more. I don't want it.
I'm done with that.
Today in women's wrestling history, I literally found this today. ECW Heatwave 1995 took place in Philadelphia at the original ECW arena. Shout out. See others. I mean, I could have went with like Money in the Bank that happened in Pittsburgh, but I decided not to because the women matches were subpar. Luna Vachon. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know who she is.
I think I'm pronouncing last name right. I looked up videos on how to pronounce it, and if it's wrong, somebody's wrong. So she defeated Stevie Richards by submission in a steel cage match.
Dang.
That was an actual match. I think it was on like the prelim
This is
matches.
where I wish the WWE Network was still a thing, because I could go back and watch that match, and maybe if it's on YouTube I can, but I would be able to go back to watch that match. Peacock doesn't have shit. They only have Wrestlemania. They only have and
you gotta search, baby. You gotta search.
That's the thing. Last time I did search, they had the pay-per-views. They have the Wrestlemania, they have Fastlane, and they only went back as far as 2010.
Okay,
which is pretty far back. But it's what if I want to watch some 90s HBK? That's one of my
here's
favorites.
the thing. I recently just did Apron Bumps podcast, and I had to watch some bullshit WCW uncensored from 1995. The same year of this. I wasn't even born. That's on Peacock. I found it on Peacock. So they will have this more than likely. The WCW show. Go listen to the podcast if you want to. It's very entertaining.
Maybe I haven't done enough searching, but
I will find it, and then I will tell you how to find it.
Okay, because I remember one time I wanted to watch one of the matches from Bret Hart's and Shawn Michaels feud. I loved their feud so much. And I remember I was trying to go back and it wouldn't go past 2010. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, no one okay, maybe some people do, but some people want to watch I know my dad, for example, he wants to watch stuff he grew up watching. That's shit in the 90s, the 80s, you know? If you can't do that, then why, you know? The network just should have stayed as the network, because I had no problem going to find any match I wanted to watch, no matter what.
I mean, the network was 100% easier, no doubt. It was.
Peacock is just so complicated, and I'm like, why? Why?
But, so you know how I like to do, what happened in the future. Yeah. Unfortunately, she passed in 2010, but she was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2019. She was definitely one of the trailblazers for women's wrestling, by far.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially in a fucking steel cage match.
Yeah, and the fact that she took on Stevie Richards in a steel cage match, that just says some shit.
And did you say she beat him?
She won, yeah, by submission, with the testicular claw.
Nice.
I looked it up.
Nice. I like that.
We love to see it.
We love to see it. Now I really gotta watch the match.
Now, yeah, I'm very intrigued to actually do it.
Yeah.
But BTE. So, like I said, I haven't watched any wrestling really this week. So anything that happened on BTE that played a role in Dynamite.
I'm pretty sure
and if nothing happened, then you can just be like, yeah, literally nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't think so, only because, again, there was no Dark Order bit, so if you want to count that, because the Bucks said that Dark Order is no longer allowed on being the Elite, and that had to play a role in, their whole feud and stuff, kind of. So there was that. It was actually, it felt a lot like their older Being the Elite episodes, which I honestly enjoyed when it was a lot of just the travel vlogs.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't remember anything like big happening that has to do with Dynamite, because it was just like their travel vlogs. There was a lot of parts with just the Elite, well, more specifically the Young Bucks, just vlogging their travels, you know? So, and they're just being heels and stuff, you know, saying shit like, oh, we don't want to do this. Like, we're not gonna do this. And then Brandon's like, well, who am I supposed to put in? He's like, well, I guess we're gonna have to do this, but we're not gonna like it and shit like that. So there wasn't really anything that has to do with storyline other than the fact that they were just being heels and like, you know, saying shit that heels would say. But it did remind me a lot of their old Being the Elite episodes where they're just like travel vlogs. I really liked that though, personally, as someone who like, who's watched Being the Elite for a very long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing to see here, but it was like, if you're into the old Being the Elite episodes, I would watch it for sure.
Well, I will. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna try and check it out. I am busy. I got a lot to do. Speaking of, I have a list. So as you guys know,
Katie Baby.
It's a very long list. We go over. There you go. We go over Dark Elevation and then Dark, because they are on YouTube, but they have a lot of matches. Not everyone has the chance to watch them. So here are the matches and the winners.
I'm just gonna sit back for this one.
Yeah, go ahead and relax for a minute. I got a hefty little list here, and yes, I do write them all by hand, in case anyone was wondering. For Dark Elevation, Hikaru Shida defeats Julia Hart. Jungle Boy defeats Lee Johnson. Red Velvet defeats Leela Gray. Tay Conti defeats Le Brava. The Gun Club and Varsity Blondes beat the Acclaimed and the Chaos Project. Powerhouse Hobbs, even though I hate calling him that, defeats Baron Black. Riho defeats Amber Nova. Matt Hardy defeats Fuego de Sol. Thunder Rosa defeats Dream Girl Ellie. Scorpio Sky defeats Captain Sean Dean. Captain. Brian Cage defeats 5 from the Dark Order. Yuka Sakazaki defeats Killian King. Layla Hirsch defeats Kelsey Heather. Wheeler Yuta, Orange Cassidy, and Chuck Taylor defeat Private Party and Jorah Jal. I don't know that name. I don't know who that person is. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I really don't know. And the final match for Elevation, Darby Allin defeats Angelico. So
there's more
that'll
names
happen.
that I recognize. I was gonna say that there's more names I recognized this week than last week. I know it was Dark that had the super long list, but still, there was more recognized names this time around.
This is now we're on just Dark.
Because there's 2 of them.
There's Dark Elevation and there's Dark. In case you guys got confused.
And there is a difference. I just don't know what it is.
There is a difference. One's longer. One show's longer. I don't know. I don't know.
One's on Tuesday.
Basically. Matt Hardy defeats Joss C. Brian Cage defeats Fox Vineyard. I don't know who that is. The Acclaimed beat Derek Pasturo and Roman Rosal. Again, I don't know who like half these names.
I was like Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
He's on AEW Dark.
Can you imagine? People lose their fucking minds. Diamante defeats Harlow O'Hara. Ethan Page beats Ryan. Oh my god, I can't read my own writing. Mantle. Thank you. No, Ryan Nemeth has a match later.
Oh, okay.
Big Swole defeats Sahara 7. Dante Martin beats Ricky Shane Page. I really need to write better. My god. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson defeat Papa Don and Sean Maluda. Ryan Nemeth beats Marcus Cross, not to confuse with Karrion Cross. Hi, Reek. Penelope Ford defeats Robin Renegade. There's so many names. Frankie Kazarian beats Austin Green, Lee Johnson, and Brock Anderson. And when I wrote this, I literally saw the name Brock and like had a mini heart attack. I said, "Excuse me." Much like they did when they announced Brock. They defeated Mark Davidson and Aaron Fry. Julia Hart defeats, oh my god, Maddie Renkowski. These names, I'm telling you, these names are killing me right now. I have a few more, don't worry. Private Party defeats Josiah and Dion. I can't remember already. Dion something. Gun Club. And wait, what? Hold on, I'm confusing myself. Powerhouse Hobbs defeats somebody I can't read my writing again. It's a lot. I'm telling you, these matches are fucking killing me. Gun Club wins their match, and Angelico defeats Wheeler Yuta.
So many matches in 2 hours.
So exhausted reading that list. I read that list. I read both those lists in 2 minutes, though. I won't give myself props. Pat on the back.
Nice. I saw Matt's comments saying, I watched this so I don't have to watch Being the Elite, which I don't know, like, I appreciate that, but I still would highly recommend you watch Being the Elite. Like, I can only give you, like, a slim, like the tip of the iceberg of what it's like. Except now that Dark Order's not on there with Hangman, I'm just like, it's kind of sad. It's really different. It's really different.
It's just... No, excuse me. It's just so much happening.
Yeah.
I mean, these matches... There was 15 and 17.
I might need to just watch one of each just to see how they do this.
See,
how
that's the thing. I used to watch Dark like back in the beginning when it was like brand spanking new, and
I did not. I
never
watched Dark.
Like they had like the bigger names on them all the time. I thought numbers wasn't an issue. Now I see its names. I just can't read my own writing. That's fine. Instead of running through the matches on Dark, you should just highlight Taz and Excalibur's best commentary moments. I'm not watching the show, so how would you like me to do that, Kyle? I'm doing this, so, I mean, sorry, AW, so people don't have to watch that, because this is so much fucking wrestling in a short span of time.
It is.
I'm out here just trying to better people, you know, for the greater good. The greater good. Yeah, it's an old soundbite.
It's
best. Stop it! How dare you? How dare you? Let's just move on.
Line.
Let's just move on by watching the show, Katie. I don't have time. Why don't you? Yeah, why don't you watch it, Kyle? Get on my face.
You can watch 17 matches in 2 hours.
How fucking dare you? Let's do Wrestlers of the Week, shall we? Now you started last week. Would you like me to start this week?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll let you choose. Do you want to do male, female, or tag team first?
Let's do the men first.
The men? All right. I'm gonna go with my boy Xavier Woods.
That's a good choice. That is a really good choice.
Because A, the man deserves way more credit than he is shown. Did I say A or did I say one?
B and 2.
Okay, B or 2, because I don't remember. My brain is garbage. He pinned Bobby friggin' Lashley. I'm sorry, the almighty WWE champion Bobby Lashley. He beat him.
You have to listen to MVP.
Because MVP sucks. And they had a nice little tiff at the end. But there was a lot of, like, I had a little bit of an issue picking the male because there was a lot, like, I could have gave to Darby Allin because the coffin match last night.
On the coffin drop through the closed casket?
Exactly. It was so good. So I have to, I like, there was a lot. There could have been one from each show. Yeah. Like, I could have said Edge from SmackDown. See why
I struggle.
Like, there's... You see why I struggle. Yeah, like, I understand. I had Xavier Woods written down, though, and then I went back and, like, looked at the results, and I was just like, well... No, I'm gonna go Xavier Woods.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, again, it was hard to choose, and I do have an honorable mention I'm gonna say after my pick, though. So my pick for this week, male wrestler of the week, is going to Mr. Jon Moxley himself, because not only did he successfully defend his IWGP United States Championship on Dynamite last night, but not only was it a good match, but he and Lance Archer are gonna fight for the title again in another Texas Death Match, which if you have not seen the first one at Wrestle Kingdom 14, where Jon Moxley won the title from Lance Archer, you should go watch it. It was phenomenal.
How do you want me to watch that, Savannah? I don't have anything New Japan related.
You would need New Japan World
I do
to
not
really watch
own
it.
New Japan
If you can
World.
find it on, sometimes people put matches on YouTube, but I know sometimes they get taken down.
I will try to
Like
find it on the YouTube, I promise.
Because like I know with Chris Jericho's match with Kenny Omega, I couldn't watch it live because the New Japan account I used to use did like the person I would get it from didn't pay for the like that month. And I was like, it's fucking Wrestle Kingdom, so I was able to watch it all on YouTube. I was like, wow. But again, they might have taken it down at this point. So you just gotta check. But if there's any way you can watch, I would go watch it. It is such a good match. Again, Jon Moxley wins the title, and he's held the title since then. And I'm only hoping that this isn't like Jericho versus Omega, where the first match was phenomenal. It happened at Wrestle Kingdom. It was such a good match. But then the second one that happens on AEW was good, but it wasn't as good. So I hope they are able to like do another fantastic match like they did at Wrestle Kingdom, and I hope just like it doesn't fall short, because I know that's what happened with Jericho and Omega. The second one was not as good as the first one, like not even close.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my hopes up. I have faith in them. But yeah, that's why Jon Moxley is my pick this week for the men. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out and an honorable mention to my cowboy Hangman Page, only because the reason why he was considered is because he basically showed what people were assuming, like in kayfabe world, where people were assuming, and that is that he was afraid of Kenny. And he showed on Wednesday he's not fucking afraid of Kenny. He was willing to challenge him for the title. He accepted his challenge, even with the stipulation that if he loses and him and the Dark Order loses, they lose their chances for the titles. So he showed him, he's like, you're on, we're doing this match, and if it means I get to the title, we're gonna do it. He showed that he had no fear in the face of Kenny Omega, the champion, the top guy. So it was awesome, and their segment last night was amazing. So that was why he was considered. But I gave it to Jon Moxley this week. But still, quick shout out to the Hangman.
I think it's safe to assume Hangman will either be your pick or an honorable mention every week. Is it safe to assume that?
Probably, especially after he wins the title.
LOL, that they're talking about Wrestle Kingdom. What's a Wrestle Kingdom?
Yes.
That Japan version of WrestleMania.
More like WrestleMania is the WWE version of Wrestle Kingdom. New Japan is so much better than WWE, especially now. That's all I gotta say. You gotta watch New Japan. Actually, they have been a little bit like, it's not as big as I guess innovating as it was like before COVID, but it's because they don't even let the fans cheer. They just let them clap, and that's been really like lackluster. Honestly, it's been really like, it sucks the life out of things, which is sad. But it's still, their product's still really good.
No way.
And Wrestle Kingdom, I'll just say Wrestle Kingdom was so much better than Wrestlemania, especially Nyte 2.
We don't talk about a lot of the stuff that happened in WrestleMania stuff. Let's just move on. Let's let them have their tiff with Wrestle Kingdom and everything. Shall we do female or tag team next?
Female. And to answer Matt, I know I was just kidding. I know WrestleMania came first. Okay, unless it didn't. I don't know. I think it did.
WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh god,
I'll have to Google that, honestly, because again, I wasn't alive for any of it.
Okay, I will Google it. Give me a second. First,
Mania's all about moments.
WrestleMania was
like
March 31st, 1985.
I was right about the year. That's where my birthday twin, Rowdy Piper, was in the main event. God bless him.
Wrestle Kingdom 1 January 4th, 2007.
Oh wow, I thought it was
it's the 16th January 4th.
Actually, that makes sense.
Tokyo Dome show.
That makes sense. I didn't think of that that they're only at 16.
So this is why we Google. This is why we fact check. But
I think you're making this Kingdom stuff up. I'm not. You should definitely watch the Kota Ibushi Jay White feud. I can't stand Jay White, but that feud was really good.
Anyways, female, right? Is that what you said next?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. So I had a really hard time figuring this one out for some reason, but I'm going with Yuka Sakazaki.
Really?
This was her first match on Dynamite in 16 months. And she got the dub. And she beat Penelope Ford. I mean, she's adorable.
That was my pick also.
Is it really?
Yeah, and for the same reason. She was back after first Dynamite back in 16 months.
16 months.
She got a big win. It was a pretty good match. And how can you not love her? She's just amazing. So that was my pick too. Yuka Sakazaki.
Yuka Sakazaki, let's go! All right, that's one.
Yeah,
that's one
so
we share.
And we didn't plan this. We didn't talk this through.
No. The only thing I knew of was your male pick because you asked me again to help you figure it out.
Yeah, I was conflicted.
And tag team now, right?
Yes.
I'm going with I know yours is clearly not the same because of your shirt. I'm going with Shotzi and Nox. Now listen, I hate the name changes. I'm not a fan.
Oh, I heard she's just Nox now?
Apparently, but okay, so this is where it gets dicey. On the website, it says Shotzi, but then it says Tegan Nox. And Michael Cole kept referring to her as Tegan Nox. When they came out, she was just referred to as Nox. I don't think they even know, but I will say I love the both of them. I don't like that there's a lot of listen, I just there was not a lot of tag team wrestling, so
yeah.
Casey and Kaden, then I do love Team Ninja. That is true. Again, I didn't watch wrestling this week. I tried so hard to find a tag team, and I'm trying my best, guys. I really am. I love Tegan. That is no.
Yeah, you were very excited for her return.
Exactly. So I'm very pissed that they're doing nothing with that with Candace. Shotzi and Ember. Yeah, you would fucking think. Shotzi and Ember were a tag team. Fire Pit, they were great. Bama did say, and I was gonna say that as well, Tegan and Shotzi were actually a tag team before Tegan got hurt.
Yeah, I knew that, but like the fact that like Tegan came back, cost Candace the match, and
they did nothing with it. They did nothing.
I guess because they're trying to focus on Candace with Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis.
Index is fucking real. Let's just say that.
I love Index.
Index is one of the NXT slaps for multiple reasons. One of those reasons being Index. That is my favorite thing happening.
I think what makes Index so good is that it's the right version of what they were trying to do with Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss. Like, they're doing it right. Because remember what the whole mixed tag team match thing? The mixed tag thing?
The mixed,
they tried to do this whole
tag challenge or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, with
Team Little
Braun Big. With Braun and Alexa, I don't know why, it just felt weird to me.
Because it
really strange. Yeah. But with Index, it's perfect.
Dexter, it's like... I think what works is Dexter doesn't talk. So when she's like, "No, you're talking too much," he's literally saying nothing. It's little shit like that. Her trying to carry him up the ramp after his match. It's like shit like that. That is one of my favorite things.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're a tag team.
So my tag team, and it's the reason why I'm wearing this shirt, because I do not have a shirt of the actual tag team. I just have the parody shirt that Chris had made when he was feuding with this person. But at New Japan's pay-per-view, technically it's a pay-per-view. It's kind of like, I don't know what they consider a pay-per-view or like a special show, if you will. Like, I would say pay-per-view because it was on the weekend. So Summer Struggle, the two members of Los Ingobernables de Japan, not the Jericho, and it's not List, it's Los Ingobernables. This is just a parody shirt Chris made when he was feuding with one of the members, Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito and Sanada won the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Titles, and it was a really good match. I know people gave it some shit because it was really long, and it was the main event of the night. It was fantastic in my opinion, and I loved it. And they won the tag titles, and I was really happy for them, honestly. And I don't have a shirt of Los Ingobernables, but I do have the Jericho shirt from when he was feuding with Tetsuya Naito, so
You know
it
what's
has the
funny?
name right there.
I think I have a shirt.
This is from when he was feuding with Naito. I have almost, or maybe I do have all of Chris's New Japan shirts. I have the Alpha Club, this one, the other Alpha Club one, and then the one that says "Am I Evil? Yes, I am." The purple one, and
I
then
saw that one.
the Painmaker. I think those are all his New Japan ones. I could be wrong, but those are the ones I have. Because when Chris Jericho showed up in New Japan, I was here for it.
As nobody is surprised.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have one of Naito or Tetsuya or Los Ingobernables, but I have the parody.
Yeah,
shit,
I
so
think I have. Wait, how do you say the last name?
Los Ingobernables de Japan.
I'm not gonna be able to say it. I can't.
It's
I can't.
okay.
I've tried.
I
Well, I got it was a long time ago. I think like last year, maybe 2 years ago. I ordered a shirt off Pro Wrestling Tees, and I got like a mystery shirt, but it just says Los.
That's weird.
So then, like,
does it say Lij by chance?
No, it literally just says LOS. So unless it was like a misprint of a shirt, so like I went on Pro Wrestling Tees and I looked it up. I was like, Los.
Maybe send it to me and I'll probably be able to explain it to you.
Yeah, it might still be in my drawer. I'll have to see.
And
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if this is the official name or if it's something like Rudolph, you know, like with Dolph and Bobby Roode. But people are calling this team because it's Sanada and Naito, so Sanaito.
Sanaito.
I was like, nice. I like the little
it.
combination of the names.
I like combinations. Index, for example. I like shit like that. I like ship names.
So yeah, they're my tag team of the week. Sanada and Tetsuya Naito are my tag team of the week because they won the heavyweight titles.
Yeah,
the tag team heavyweight titles.
We never said it had to be strictly WWE or AEW.
Yeah, this is not even in North America.
Shout out to Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan. By the way,
I've always wanted to go to Japan too. My biggest dream, one of my biggest dreams, is to go to Wrestle Kingdom and meet Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Okay,
tell him I love him.
I can't help you with the Tanahashi part, but sometime in the future, we should go to Japan.
I'm pretty sure I'll be working in the future. I hope to be working in the future.
What you're saying is
we should go to Japan.
We should go to Japan.
I have to bring Michael though. I promised I would.
That's fine. I'll bring somebody too. I'll find somebody. Anybody want to go to Japan? Anybody want to go to Japan with me?
Brooke wants to go.
Okay, I can bring Brooke, and then I'll bring somebody else too.
You can pick her up on the way.
Yeah, I'll bring a bunch of people. We'll have a fucking squad in Japan, bro.
Honestly, and then someone's gonna pick me up after I melt after meeting Hiroshi Tanahashi, which luckily his English is pretty good, so there won't be a language barrier so much.
Well, that's good.
So, and I still want that Tanahashi jacket that Nerd Scolding still hasn't released yet. I've been waiting. It's been announced since like February, like that the jacket was gonna come soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's July, still nothing. And I'm starting to think that it's going to come out closer to his birthday, which is in November.
That's okay. That's fine. It'll be a Christmas present to yourself.
It's supposed to be my birthday gift from my dad.
Well,
I told him.
Perfect.
So I was like,
this is not in the SRP budget. I never said it was coming from the budget. Mama's got money. Mama will have more money in the future. Mama's spending a lot of money in Vegas next month, so it's a no for me right now.
I don't like sushi. That's not all they have though.
I actually don't like sushi either, but I just want to go to Japan.
First of all, they have other foods. Japan's just not sushi. Number one.
Imagine if it was. Nobody would go.
That'd be pretty. But if you're picky eaters, or you're highly allergic to seafood like Mr. Nick Jackson is, I read this in the Bucks book, they have TGI Fridays there. That's all I know that they have. And I think McDonald's too. So there's options. There's American options.
Seltzer.
If you don't want to respect the Japanese culture and eat their food.
Perfect. There we go. Alright, enough about Japan and all of that. So we're at the question of the week. This actually came from Instagram. Emily _covers 06.
Yeah, she's such a sweet girl. She's one of my close friends on Instagram. She does absolutely killer makeup looks inspired by the Bucks and stuff. She's a huge Bucks fan. So shout out to her. She's really cool. She's also very sweet and supportive of anything her friends do. So she's very special.
So she's very
and
supportive.
I think she deserves the love. So shout out to her.
So we will definitely give her a shout out on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
And this goes for anybody. You can submit questions if you would like. You can send a DM, or when I do this one, when I tweet this one, let me get my words together. When I tweet this one, you can put a question in the replies, or you can DM Savannah and I personally. If you're watching the videos, our ats are on screen. You could also just DM the Instagram, which is
Smacked Raw. That's it.
No underscores or anything?
No, just
Perfect.
Smacked Raw. That's
perfect. But the question is, what is your favorite chant the fans have created? For example, this is awesome. There we go. Or cowboy shit.
That one was mine. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't right.
I have two.
Me too, honestly. Are we gonna have that kind of? Wait, can I go first this time?
I was gonna let you go first.
Oh, okay, cool. Just to see, because I'm like, if we get the same one again, I don't want anyone thinking like, oh yeah, I didn't think of it.
We didn't plan any of this shit, by the way.
So first one, you probably might hate me for. I just think it's funny. The "Let's go Cena sucks."
I mean, that's a good one though.
If it makes you feel better, I say "Let's go Cena." Whenever I saw Cena, I say "Let's go Cena." I don't say Cena sucks. But this isn't my second one, but I know another one I will shout out is when they sing along to his theme and they sing "John Cena sucks."
That's not a chant, Savannah. Stop it.
I just think it's funny.
My heart is breaking. How dare you?
I like how he doesn't care either. He doesn't take it personally.
Oh, he plays along with it. He's like,
yeah, and that's what I like about him. Like he's like
conducts it.
Exactly. He composes it. Actually, I may have three, if that's okay.
Of course you do. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, well, it's because one of them may not even be a chant, and I'll tell you why right now. But the other one is Kurt Angle's iconic "You suck."
You suck. That's
I remember my dad. I remember my dad showing me like his entrance. It was on his old desktop computer, old Dell desktop computer, and he's like, "Look, they chant 'You suck' whenever he walks out." And I was like, "That's fucking cool." I'm like, I want to tell him he sucks. And then,
I have said that in person.
I have not had the pleasure to say that in person. But the third one, again, this is I don't know if you want to consider this a chant, but especially in NXT, I'm pretty sure it happened a few times on the main roster. Bailey, they go, "Hey, Bailey, ooh, I wanna know.
Oh, will you be my girl?"
Yeah. That was
100% do I know that chant.
Yeah,
I love that one.
And with NXT at least, the crowds have been are so much more stronger. I don't know, like they're louder, they're more vocal. It's because
NXT was always like a closer, like a smaller crowd.
That's true.
And it was just like a closer,
like they're
community
closer together
kind of
more.
thing.
Yeah.
The Bailey one's good.
That one I loved, and then again it was so loud, like it would flush out any other sound you can try and
It happened when she was on the main roster and Sasha started, and I hate Sasha, and like Sasha was singing it.
Yeah.
Good ones. Oh man, mine aren't that good now. God damn it. Well, okay, well now I have three. Well, no, the one's kind of annoying.
Is it Belt Collector?
How dare you? Stop it.
One Kenny made up yesterday, which I'm not gonna chant.
I'm never gonna chant that shit. I mean, one, they do at every sporting event, no matter if it's wrestling or not. Woo!
Oh yeah, that one's iconic.
That wasn't even one of mine, but I just had to do it. Also, how loud was that in your headphones?
It honestly wasn't, but that's probably because the volume on my laptop wasn't loud. Who knows?
Oh well, if people listen to that, you're welcome. I was pretty far from the mic. I like the "Holy shit" chants, always a classic. Or for AEW, "Holy Sheeta." I liked the turn of that. Yeah. And then this was mainly an NXT thing. When they're announcing a match, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and then the one fall, like I love
was
that
thinking
one.
of saying that one too.
It's not really a chant, but like they do
They
it.
they did it on SmackDown for a bit, but I don't think Vince liked it because Greg Hamilton, he would always let them say it. He would pause. He would wait for them to say it, and everyone would just scream it.
People are still gonna do it. They don't care whether he stops or not. They're still gonna do it.
I know, and I think he low key still wants to like let him do it, but he's like, God damn it, I gotta keep going, and he just does. So yeah, that's another good one. Because again, it's not really like a chant, but it's just something you want to participate in. I was so close to not taking this seriously and say my favorite chant is the AEW chants at WWE pay-per-views.
End the stream. Ending it. How dare you? Stop it.
You know, the few times they did that to themselves for the way they booked the pay-per-view. So you know what? That's not my fault.
Touche. But
and let me tell you, if AEW was a thing when the whole Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns Hell in a Cell match, and then Brock Lesnar came out and like attacked them both, and then it was ruled a no contest, they would have chanted that then too if it was a thing. I promise you.
I got another one. No, just now they're just flooding through. It's a classic. EC Dub. It always gets chanted in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I have another one too. Whenever you.
What's up? What's yours?
Too sweet. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Too.
Or like
sweet.
after someone kicks out of two, too sweet.
Yeah. There's so many good ones. Well,
and then of course Cowboy Shit.
Cowboy Shit's always a good one. I mean, this is awesome is always a classic. I'm not.
CM Punk.
Stop it. How dare you?
I know.
Don't bring that evil back into the world. It's gonna happen regardless. I don't even care. I kind of laugh at it now that people get pissed, and I laugh because I think it's funny.
Yeah, or just even the simple yes chants, like when everyone's doing it and all at once, and it's like flushing away all other sound. Like it's really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. So.
Oh my god.
Enzo and Cass's entire
their whole intro is
the best part. Okay, so real quick, before we sign off here, I don't remember what episode of Raw it was. It was like peak feud, I think, with the Dudleys. Enzo and Cass, like the mic, like they took the mic. Something happened with the mic. Enzo has a tattoo of a mic on his hand. And then he did the entire fucking thing. The crowd said it with them. They were so over. It was crazy. I was a huge Enzo and Cass fan.
I was too, and I got my first shirt like the week before they cast her heel on Enzo. I was really sad. I didn't know that. I was
giving you shit, Savannah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like
I mean, if you can get an entire audience to do it, and that's a long one because he did his and Cass's, bro.
And even just even afterwards, after he cuts his promo, like there is one word for you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you: SAWFT. Everyone,
yeah, exactly.
Everyone did it.
I did it in my house. That's how over it was.
Yeah.
And
I know my dad liked it too. He always would say the intro, he would chant it.
And again, a lot of these aren't chants, so we're cheating. But let us know on Instagram or Twitter what your favorite fan created chant.
Participation.
Yeah, we'll change the question a little bit. Yeah, the yes chant is a given. Also the no chant is a very good one as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So what is your favorite chant or fan participation? Like, this is awesome, Cowboy Shit, and then I'll have to include another one that isn't a chant necessarily. I'll do the
And I'm cold, baby.
I'll do that one. I have to. Where'd he go? Let me just bring him back out here.
Even when he was a heel in the beginning, everyone would still do it. You don't give a fuck if you like him or not. You're still gonna say.
Now they changed his music and I can't do it anymore and I get sad, but it's fine. This is not Botchamania. How fucking dare you?
I know this is our favorite and not our least favorites. But I think probably, even if it's true for some people, I think probably the most disrespectful one is "you can't wrestle." That's probably
that
the
one
most,
low-key pisses me off.
that one probably has to hurt. Like, as a wrestler, it probably hurts your feelings, like, bad if you get chanted that.
I would just be like, these fucking kids. Like, these fucking... Like, I can't. These fucking people.
Marks.
Jesus. Bunch of fucking marks. Oh, man.
Like
So, for Katie Bebe, for Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah herself, this has been episode 3 of the ShElite Showcase, and we will see you... Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Okay, you're not gonna sing it all with me this time? If you know, you know.
I hate that you did it. I loved it, though. We'll see you next week for my birthday show. Okay, bye!